Next, we're going to queer up religion. Did the Pope just call out America, conservatives, and evangelicals as hypocrites? Pope Francis responded assertively to critics of his recent decision to bless same-sex couples, denouncing objections from ideological groups in the United States and elsewhere as hypocrisy. In an interview with the Italian magazine, Credere, he highlighted, I don't speak Italian. He highlighted the inconsistency of objections, noting that while blessing an entrepreneur who may intend to exploit others isn't scandalous, blessing a homosexual couple is deemed so. He emphasized the importance of mutual respect for all individuals. In December, the 87-year-old Pontiff issued a groundbreaking document permitting priests to bless individuals in same-sex unions, emphasizing inclusivity as central to the new directive. Francis defended his decision once more, reiterating the theme of welcome at the document's core. He addressed criticism, including resistance from conservative corners of the church, particularly from the Black community in Africa, where objections were raised against the cultural backdrop. The Pope differentiated between blessing the union and the same-sex couple, explaining his practice of blessing individuals who love each other and are asking for prayers. The Pope's statements reflect a continued effort to promote inclusivity within the church while addressing contentious issues with compassion and firmness. He also mentioned that criticisms voiced in the church come from small ideological groups who are fierce in their opposition to homosexuality, something Florida's LGBTQ+ community knows all too well. So it's important here to know the distinction. He's saying we can bless individuals, even if those individuals are in same-sex unions. Okay. So this shows a couple of things. I totally misunderstood that last time. This kind of indicates a couple of things. This shows exactly how much hate there is in the Catholic Church for LGBTQ+ people. And it also shows how the Pope is kind of hedging in the right direction. But certainly it's not like a groundbreaking thing, but he's taken a lot of heat for it.
Oh, I bet. And I love how you're saying hedging, okay? Basically giving us crumbs when we deserve the whole plate, people. All right? So basically I can come up with my wife and you can bless me individual and you can bless her individually, but you can't bless our love or our union.
Correct.
Correct. BS.
Correct. Yeah, when this story first came out, we did this story a couple times, as it was coming out, and I misunderstood it. Much like you, I think a lot of us, I think something might have gotten lost in translation from the edict or the position paper that he put out in Latin and through Italian and other language. And I think that unions and couples were taken as a substitute for you and you, not you. And so I was like, and someone said too little, too late, and I was like, but this is a really major thing going forward. And now that it's a couple weeks later, we're seeing that it's really not what we thought it was, and it is heinously too little. It is officially past too late.
It's crumbs, man.
It's crumbs, so piss off.
Well, I think that's saying it pretty straightforwardly, and I have to agree with you here. I mean, it is. We've been talking about it now for several weeks, and it is too little, too late. The organization, the church, has got a long-standing history against LGBTQ individuals, and they just have gone on forever since the 12th century. And so I think what's really interesting about this political environment is that you have conservatives within the Catholic Church who are opposing him for even allowing the idea of a blessing of these individuals on the occasion of their unionhood. It's not the unionhood. They're saying, you got married civilly, we can bless you, and that's it. But it's the same kind of blessing that they would give to fishermen in their fleet, or you would bring your animals there and they would bless the animals. They're definitely a second, third, or fourth class citizen in the Pope's hierarchy. And conservatives within the church have really come after him for it. And so he's now responding to the conservatives' responses. But the truth is, he's made everybody mad. He's made progressives mad because it's not enough. And he's pissed off the conservatives as well because he even
giving an inch, right?
A little bit. So I don't know how politically wise this move was. On the one hand, of course, we want everybody, particularly those in high institutional positions, to accept those in the gay community. But I think you have to be a little bit more strategic and a little more transparent and a little more honest
Definitely.
about how you feel
Now,
about it.
what do you think about, I mean, okay, so basically the story was also calling out U.S. conservatives and saying that the evangelicals are super hypocrites, you know? I mean, anybody that's ever gone into a church, right, it's supposed to be love, 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 and then this is quite frankly the opposite of that. I mean, that's a step, right? I mean, for him to say, hey, you evangelicals are complete hypocrites, that's
something.
it's
But
something.
at this point, I just feel like he just needs to come out and support it. Like, you're already there.
You're 87,
already
bro.
there, but you're already there too. Like you're gonna get the criticism. You already put yourself out there. Perhaps it was a bad strategic move. Now just buy it.
And you look great in a
for it.
white dress, just like every other drag queen on the drive.
Exactly. There you go.